address any of them. Again, I don't mind tough questions and don't be bashful. Isaac?
Well, first of all, Mayor, I appreciate your ambition and your drive. You're one of the most ambitious mayors that I've ever known that we had in Sacramento, someone who's faced this on TV way more than often than not. When you speak about, and I know you work in the confines of the real budget and the crisis that we have today where we have declining revenues, but when you speak about encouraging business within the city and you look at these real world numbers, are you regretful at all about the unintended consequences of the crash tax, where you want people to do business within the city, but you're telling them if they live in a different city and they get into an accident, they might have to pay a fee for it, or their insurance company might have to pay a fee for it. And that being that not everyone's going to get into an accident when they come to Sacramento, but the fear, the unintended consequence of what might have made sense as a line item thing, like we're going to need to get this back in the black and out of the red, but that unintended consequence of scaring people, like the Yolo County supervisors, how do you manage having to deal with these budget constraints and these unintended consequences of initiatives?
So again, fair question, and again, don't hold back. So let me give you a couple things. One is, this was a tough vote for everybody, and if somebody has a better idea and a better way of doing it, and I'm sure all the other council members would be the first on board to say, let's go for it. We refer to it as, recovery fee, not a tax, but rather than get caught up in semantics. 60 communities do it up and down the state. Not one community has ever said that we've lost business. If they did, then I certainly wouldn't have done it. And if I felt that this was something that would have had a negative, I'm speaking on behalf of myself, not council at this point, but if I felt that it had a negative impact on it, I wouldn't have done it under any circumstance. A year ago, we were told that we may be able to recoup $1 million. Now the number is 300 to 500, so that number has went down. There's nothing that prohibits us to try it, and if it doesn't work, we can undo that ordinance. If it was wrong early on, I'd be the first to say, hey, let's pull it back. It doesn't increase insurance rates. All the things that you referred to are the potentials. At the end of the day, I don't think it's going to probably net a lot of dollars. And at the end of the day, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to drive all the way around Sacramento because they may end up getting impacted by a recovery.
Okay.
But appreciate the question.
Fair enough.
Yes, sir.
I know that you're a strong advocate against the governor's plan to dismantle the development agencies. Now, let's say for